So, our theme this evening is nature's bounty. And I'd like to begin with this wonderful quote by Harriet Jacobs. She says, "The beautiful spring came, and when nature resumes her loveliness, the human soul is apt to revive also." As you may have noticed, nature is coming back to life. The flowers are blooming, the trees are budding, the birds are nesting. And this time of rebirth is truly a wonderful opportunity for us to come back to life, to be active members of our family, our community, and the society at large. And as you look around outside and admire the blooming flowers or the trees in your neighborhood, you may notice that no two flowers or no two trees are exactly the same. The shapes, the colors, the textures, the sizes, they all vary. And they all serve different purposes. Some trees provide shade or shelter for the birds. Some plants are sources of food for the deer. Some trees produce acorns for the squirrels to eat. And then there are other plants that provide berries for the birds. Last week, we talked about Mother Earth and how she needs tending to. And we as humans, just like Mother Earth, need to tend to ourselves, to our bodies, to our mental health, to our spiritual health. And similarly, just as no two flower or no two trees in nature are exactly the same, we as human beings all differ in our talents, our strengths, and our gifts that we can contribute to the world. Differences in nature are essential. We need storms to bring about the rain, and then we need sunshine to help plant life grow and to provide us warmth. We need different species of plants to provide food sources for all living beings. We need the bees to pollinate and spiders to eat insects so that we don't have an overabundance. Similar to nature, we have different strengths, qualities, and characteristics as human beings, and these differences are what make the world go round. It is therefore extremely important to honor and celebrate our differences. They are essential. We have a wealth of good qualities and characteristics within ourselves, and there is this limitless, bountiful potential within us that we can tap into and then share with the world around us. Scientists estimate that there is a 1 in 400 trillion probability of you being born. How incredible is that? I had to check this stat, I just couldn't even believe it. The odds of you being you is 1 in 400 trillion. We therefore must live our authentic lives. We must be our authentic selves because there is no one else on this planet who has the exact same abilities, gifts, and talents that you do. You are a unique and special being on this earth. You truly are. And it's important to share who you truly are with the world, to open up and to reveal your true nature to the world, to others, those around you. It's important to share the beauty that is you with others. And it can be challenging to share who we are with the world. We can feel vulnerable when we unglove ourselves and share our authentic and bountiful gifts. But doing so is such a generosity as there is only one you. Being vulnerable and revealing who we are is a gift to the world. And this vulnerability, it starts with us. We first have to be vulnerable and kind and tender with ourselves to discover our own true nature. And recognizing our authentic selves can be uncomfortable to do. Might not always be the most comfortable thing. And it's therefore important to offer ourselves kindness and compassion while we do this. Once we open up to ourselves, we can then take in others for who they truly are. We can open up to others and fully embrace their genuine selves. And this allows us to find a deeper connection with ourselves and also with other people in our life. This allows us to have more meaningful relationships, and our relationships are extremely important as we are all interconnected. We depend on one another. We truly do. Just being our authentic selves is a gift to others. And self compassion is a gift that we can give to ourselves that allows us to be vulnerable. It allows us to show up in the world ungloved and without armor. Self compassion is the resource we can develop and lean on in times of any discomfort, and it can be what provides us the confidence that we need to let our true self shine and light up the world. And so, with that, I'd like to move us now into the formal portion of our meditation this evening. So, just taking a moment to find yourself a comfortable seat, whatever that might mean for you, maybe uncrossing the legs or the arms, maybe taking any movements in the body that you might need. And then there's an invitation to close the eyes or soften the gaze. Just taking some time to settle here. Maybe noticing the soles of the feet making contact with the floor. Maybe noticing the sits bones resting on the seat beneath you. Perhaps finding just a little extra length in the spine reaching through the crown of the head. And as you continue to settle in this posture, perhaps you become aware of the fact that the body is breathing. And then just gently resting the awareness on the breath in the body. No need to change or manipulate the breath in any way. Just following it along, allowing it to be exactly as it is. Noticing one breath in and one breath out. Another breath in and another breath out. And then continuing to follow along the breath in this same fashion. Anchoring our awareness in the breath. Continuing to follow each breath, breath by breath, and moment by moment. And now maybe placing a hand over the heart to warm up your awareness. Maybe noticing the warmth of the hand. Maybe noticing the kindness and support of the hand. Your hand. You supporting you. And from this kind and compassionate place, asking yourself the question, who am I? Who am I? And recalling the qualities and bountiful characteristics that make you uniquely you. So, just taking some time with this, allowing whatever arises to arise from a warm and heartfelt place. Just continuing to discover the very many attributes that were a 1 in 400 trillion chance of being. Tapping into this bountiful place from within. And just being with whatever it is that you discover, whether it's noticing you are caring, kind, intelligent, logical, creative, wise, supportive, environmentally conscious. Just being with whatever is here, whatever is presenting itself to you. And now reflecting on how you currently share these gifts with the world. Are there any ways in which you share this internal beauty with others and the world around you? So, for instance, perhaps you're a creative person, and so you create handwritten cards for your loved ones' birthdays. Or maybe you are environmentally conscious, and so you recycle. Just taking some time now to reflect on this, on how you share your internal beauty with others and the world around you. Just continuing to reflect on this. And are there any gifts that you have, any qualities and characteristics that are true to your nature that you are not currently sharing with the world? If so, what are they? Reflecting on these now. Reflecting on the qualities and characteristics that you are not sharing with others in the world. Calling them to mind. And how might you be able to share these gifts with others, with your community, with the society at large? What can you do to step more fully into your authentic self and share your true essence? So, for example, if you're health conscious but haven't been living in line with this, perhaps you can start cooking one healthy meal a week for you and your family. Or maybe you are friendly but haven't been living in line with this lately. Perhaps you ask the grocery store clerk how their day is going when you are shopping. So, just taking some time to sit and reflect on this now, reflecting on how you might be able to share your unique gifts with the world. And now asking yourself, what do I need to hear to motivate myself to share my bountiful gifts, to open up and live my most authentic life? And just allowing your heart to continue opening, becoming receptive like a flower opens in the warm sun. Allowing what you need to hear to come from your heart. And maybe you hear, I believe in your ability to be a caring person, or being friendly towards others is a gift. Just allowing whatever is coming to you to flow naturally. Just seeing what comes from the heart, what you need to hear to motivate yourself to share your special gifts. And maybe several phrases have come to you, or perhaps just one word or one phrase. And there's an invitation now to silently repeat this phrase or these phrases toward yourself, telling yourself what you need to hear, telling yourself what you need to hear. Continuing to repeat this phrase or these phrases, whispering them in your own ear. And then gently letting this phrase or word or phrases go. Coming back to the breath in the body. Gently resting the awareness back on the breath. Just following along the natural breath cycle once again. This gentle ebb and flow. And I'm going to read a poem by John O'Donohue called For Belonging. May you listen to your longing to be free. May the frames of your belonging be generous enough for your dreams. May you arise each day with a voice of blessing whispering in your heart. May you find a harmony between your soul and your life. May the sanctuary of your soul never become haunted. May you know the eternal longing that lives at the heart of time. May there be kindness in your gaze when you look within. May you never place walls between the light and yourself. May you allow the wild beauty of the invisible world to gather you, mind you, and embrace you in belonging. And in a moment, I will ring the bell, concluding the formal portion of our meditation practice. And as I do, just seeing if you can allow the sound to enter your ears, making it part of the practice itself. And just allowing the practice to be however it was for you this evening. And when you're ready, allowing the eyes to open if they have been closed. Reorienting to your space, maybe taking a look around, maybe taking any stretches or movements that you might need. Just coming back once again